Hi all, it's Rach from Spiritual and Angelic Guidance. I'm here to do a reading for Libra. Now this will be for the 24th to the 30th of January 2022. If you've seen my readings before, welcome back. Thanks for the support. If you haven't, welcome to my channel. I hope it resonates. If it does, please don't forget to share, like and subscribe. Don't forget though, it's a general reading, so it's not going to suit every single person out there. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Also, time can be fluid and energy can be vice versa, so keep that in mind. Now, so sorry about last week. I had a really bad chronic fatigue flare up, I guess, which I have regularly. So I just, really just wanted to relax and take a week off. And I haven't done that since I first started YouTube, I don't think. So yeah, it was rather nice. Anyway, I hope you're all doing great. All right, let's find out what's going on with you, Libra. Libra's past. Many. Okay, Libra's present. The other cards are in here. Okay, future. Definite completion on the bottom. The World card, this is all about beginnings, endings, and new beginnings, success, victory. And I feel like, even though, it may be kind of hostile and toxic, kind of all in one word. Anyway, although it may be, I guess, a sort of a toxic or a hostile kind of situation, or it could have been in the past, I feel like that's, the lessons have been learned, and it's like the past is in the past, endings and new beginnings now. Okay, so in the past, you've got the Five of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, they're both in reverse, and you've got the Hermit and the Three of Swords. You definitely went through heartbreak, and you've had to let go of the past. I feel like, you were in a situation where, with the Five of Wands, that you were keeping a lot of things inside and trying to avoid conflict. So I guess doing whatever you needed to kind of avoid conflict. And this could be you or your person. So it may be more aimed at the cross-watcher. But I feel like somebody was just trying to avoid the conflict. At the same time, I just feel like you maybe didn't have any kind of ambition at the time, and maybe a lack of money. Maybe, you weren't learning, and that's why it caused heartbreak. Now, I feel like you had to kind of do that self-discovery. You had to kind of be by yourself, reflect, kind of do the contemplation, figure out who you are, what it is you do want. And that could be in the past. And I feel like these challenges, made you realize, and you had this personal growth because I guess you knew what you wanted, and if you wanted this relationship, then you needed to sort your kind of shit out as such. Let's let's get some cards. Let's find out. Tell me about that. Tell me about the yeah, you needed to do that self-healing. You didn't want to break cycles. You were having a lot of bad luck, resisting the change as well. And probably because you were resisting the change and kept on, you know, I guess having this kind of situation, this kind of relationship made you realize that, you know, you needed to break the cycle and you needed to kind of do that. What's the word I'm trying to think of? The focus on your kind of self-worth, your who you are. I guess you had to do that kind of work on yourself, and realize your own self-worth, I think, because you probably didn't have a very good view on yourself either, I'm getting. And you realize you have to control you. You know, you had to make the decision. Do you want to keep being deceptive and not having this, you know, firm foundation? Or do you want what your heart wants, really? You entrapped in fear, and I feel like, you know, it took a lot for you to change. You tried to resist making that change. You got the Sun card, so everything's going to be okay. You just have to stop with the temptations and the bad habits, unhealthy mindsets, obsessions, lies, you know, all those things. It's up to you to make that change. Now, you've got the present. Now, the present is the 10 of Cups, the 2 of Wands, and the Page of Cups in reverse. Now, once again, I've said this to everyone in the past, and I'm saying it again now. Even though I say past, present, future, it does not have to be. It can just be general information you need to know. But I feel like, you know, for a lot of you, this was past because you had to do that self-healing so that you could then have a future with this person or not. So it looks like you did do some sort of work because you, in the now position, you've got the 10 of Cups, this happy marriage, happily ever after, emotional contentment, loving relationship. Maybe you got kids, maybe you got a family. There are people you can trust. You know, like it's one of the best cards, you know, like, so everything's good. I mean, look at the card, like everything looks good. You're also doing some future planning, you know, you're continuing to move forward. You know, you've got determination, you're assessing your life, making some decisions and decisions and choices. And I feel like you've also got the Page of Cups in reverse, and I mean, it's about so many things, but I feel like at the moment it's more about like it can be about social invitations, and I feel like you're not really accepting a lot of those. I feel like you're kind of being a bit selfish, and which is okay too, you know, as long as you're not selfish all the time or selfish with your partner, blah blah blah. But I feel like you're kind of being selfish at the moment. You're kind of looking after you, working on your relationship. Once again, that's not an issue. Okay, tell me about this Page of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I feel like maybe you didn't stand your ground in the past. You could have also, you know, felt very overwhelmed. You were exhausted. I'm hearing like you were trying to be everything to everyone. And you can't be. Like, you have to prioritize your life. You have to prioritize what's important to you, and you know, job, career, you know, relationship, family. You know, they're all things that, you know, you have to put time into them and effort. And it's going to take a lot of strength. Like, you are a very strong individual. You know, you're persisting, you've got courage. I feel like, you know, you've been in this place where you felt beaten down. You felt worn out. You felt like nothing was going your way. You felt like you always had bad luck. And, you know, you realized that this situation needs protecting. You realized that you needed to make a change. And, you know, it's kind of like a test of faith, really. Like, are you willing to put what, you know, prioritize, like I said? Are you willing to prioritize your relationship, your kids, your work, you know, like, or are you willing to lose it over a temptation or whatever that was? But I feel like, you know, you're manifesting a new beginning. Well, you manifested a new beginning. You know? Because I feel like you probably had some sort of breakup in the past because it caused great sadness. So you obviously lost this person. Now it's something that you're prioritizing, something that you're working on, you've done the work on, or you're doing. I don't want to say done, because we're always doing work on ourselves. You're doing work on yourself. You're prioritizing what you need to so that you can have your dreams coming true. Then we have the future. You have the Hangman in reverse. You've got the Star in reverse. You've got the Lovers in reverse, and you've got the Judgment in reverse. Now, I want to say that I don't feel like this is their future. And I mean, normally when I read, I say this is the future, like, you know, just so we know what the layers are. Now, I don't feel like for you this is the future. I feel like these are things that, this is what you want. This was what was preventing you from getting there. Like, this was your past. I had to know your past. So I had to know that you know, were going through these certain situations and it hurt you. You had your heart broken, but you didn't want to end it. This is what you're after. But I feel like, you know, you realized you didn't want to let it go. You realized that, you know, you kept stalling, but at the same time you were stalling and resisting letting go of whatever this negative crap was, the temptation. I feel like you really resisted letting that go, but you also resisted letting go of this, what you want. It was a decision to make to get to this point. You really didn't have much faith that this was actually going to turn out okay for you. Like, you were in such a negative place that you didn't have any really faith, I guess, in anything, and you definitely didn't have faith in the future was going to be bright and that your dreams are going to come true. I'm not sure how you feel now, but I'm feeling like keep believing that there is light at the end of the tunnel, and, you know, your positive changes can bring an end to challenging times. It's up to you what your decision is, as I said. You know, the way things were going, you didn't have the same values. You know, you didn't, I mean, we're always our worst inner critics. Always. We always doubt ourselves. And I feel like that's more about why you had lack of hope, because you were like, it's like these were the choices. Like this was what happened in the past. These were your choices, the things that you needed to, or how you were feeling, what you needed to work through. I feel like this is not the normal spread for you guys. But this is where you're at. Like the future is bright. You know, like this is where you're at right now. So this is like the things that were stopping you from getting that in the first place. Are you willing to let them affect your future? You know, to have this new beginning? Let's find out. So tell me more about this stalling and resisting, letting things go. Tell me more about that. The Hangman in reverse for the Libra. Yeah, like you had to do some introspection. You had to retreat. You had to withdraw. You know, maybe you were hesitant to open your heart, or your person was hesitant to open their heart. You know, I feel like this could even be your person. It could be this was your past, but this is your person, or it could be you. It's like hesitant to open your heart again because you were so disappointed, because you had your heart broken in the past. It's like, but at the same time, you're resisting and stalling letting things go. You know, it caused you heartbreak, like I said, but you're still resisting letting it go. You needed to learn the lesson. And I feel like you did. You've completed whatever lesson or goal you had to learn. You know, it's all about completion, endings and new beginnings, success and victory and achievement. And I feel like you went through that when you're doing the work on yourself. As much as you stalled and resisted doing it, in the end, you really didn't want to make the choice, but you needed to, they needed to detach from this person that has, or you needed to detach from the person with addictions and who's like the devil energy. And I feel like in this case, this was you. So the person needed to detach from you, but also you needed to give up those temptations. But you didn't want to move on. It was your choice. It was a choice you didn't want to make. You didn't want to make a choice between love and temptation. Whatever that was. Tell me about the Lovers card and the Judgment card. Somebody really, you know, I feel like somebody could have either needed to speak their truth, but also communication was huge. Like, I feel like communication was a very, very important part in your whole relationship, because maybe it was a bit toxic at the beginning. And work on manifesting what it is you do want, you know. And I feel like you can manifest your visions into reality. What is it you want? Do you want this happy family? If so, manifest it, make it happen. Continue to work on you. You know, you've got to get rid of those temptations, like I keep saying. You've got to stop resisting, though. You've got to stop, like, make a decision and trust your intuition. That's what I have for you, Libra. I mean, I hope that resonates, and I guess if it does, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and I'll catch you with the next read. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.